So on my screen here I have a puzzle design I've done. I'm doing a wedding puzzle for, instead of a guest book, people sign the back of a piece of puzzle. I've put this design on here using elements from the Glowforge, so I've added artwork from here, just some different elements, the tree, the couple here, some grass, birds, animals. This is from the Glowforge Premium service, so you have access to that as well as text and shapes and some other tools as well. But I've used this and the jigsaw function, which again also comes with Premium, and you can choose how many pieces you want and the size of it as well. You can also add a frame to go around the outside and then duplicate that to make sure that it has a base. So I've done that separately on a separate a design and a separate page. So the purple bit here is what's going to be scored. I could engrave it, but scoring is quicker, so I've chosen scoring for all these elements here, and then the orange lines here are what is going to be cut, so they'll be done at the end. And what you can do is, I'm using some MDF or draft board from a third-party supplier. It's not the Proofgrade stuff, but as you can see in the picture here, I've covered it in masking tape, some masking application tape on both sides, just so I don't have to sand it too much. I can just wood stain it and treat it. So because MDF it soaks up moisture, I want to give it some sort of treatment to make sure it lasts longer. So I've got that, and I want to make sure that I get the right cut settings. I've got the medium draft board Proofgrade settings here, but I'm not sure if this material is going to be the same sort of thickness. It's roughly the same thickness, but I want to make sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little test cut, just a little circle, I think, just over here. Drag that across. You can hear the Glowforge there doing the focus on the material. I should have clicked in the middle there to do the focus really, but I'd already done it before, so it's not a problem. So I'm going to put a little circle here, a bit smaller, just in the corner, out of the way. I'll zoom out a bit, and you can see it a bit better. Obviously the machine will then go on to do these things as well. I don't want it to do that, I just want to do this bit here. Now I could go through and manually click on each element and click ignore. I could do that, but that could take a while, so I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is a very simple tip. I'm just going to drag and highlight the whole of the design apart from the circle, and I'm just going to drag it off out of the way here. Now because it's out of the way, that it will also automatically tell the Glowforge to ignore that. It's not saying ignore here, but it will ignore that. And now all I need to do is just do the circle. So now I'll press print, and it will only calculate the time I need for this bit here, which is only 6 seconds. So I'll just turn on my fan, and because it's draft board MDF, it will kick up a lot of smoke and debris when it cuts this, so even for scoring and engraving. So there we go, that's a simple way of showing you how you can move your design out of the way, off the screen, off the Glowforge bed, the crumb tray and your material, so it automatically tells the machine not to cut that part or engrave that part, just so you can do a quick test cut. And I always recommend doing a test cut on all materials that are non-Proofgrade, just to make sure that you're getting the right settings if you're using Proofgrade settings. I can now delete this test, drag my design back onto my material, and I know that that material is okay to use with these Proofgrade settings for this design because it's cut all the way through.